Hi, and welcome to my blog, Feeding a Crowd. My name is Rochelle, and I love to talk about food, recipes, hosting, gardening, and making the most of the weather. The weather always affects how I cook. I don't know if it's like that with you, but that's how I do it. Depending on the weather, I'll feel like cooking, braising, then I'll feel like grilling if it's beautiful, like today. And yeah, so we're in mid April, right? And the weather, like I said, is beautiful today, which being in Quebec means that it's probably still cold for some people. So for us, it's about 12 today, so 12 Celsius. And if I was going to check on, say, Fahrenheit, let me look. I'm doing that. I'm looking. So we're going to get a high of 15 Celsius today. And I'm trying to see if I can change this really quickly to Fahrenheit. But doesn't look like it. So let me go to another app I have. So to us, it's beautiful. We're basically like in t-shirts and shorts outside. And yeah, come on, just let me put this in. Okay, Fahrenheit. So it's 54 Fahrenheit here in Quebec, where I am. So it's like summer to us, and I just love it. I've been outside almost all day. I have clothes on the line. Everything smells good. It's like spring cleaning time. I just love it. And so here I am. Welcome to Feeding a Crowd. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and of course here on YouTube. So I did not have a pre-planned live for today. I've been taking some pretty good training for a post at a job that I want, that I've been working for. So I'm pretty excited about it, but it's taking up my last 2 weeks of concentration and studying. The exam is on Tuesday, and after that, I'll feel a lot better. There's it's a huge learning curve, but I love that. I love that I can still use my brain to the max, and train and work hard and remember and, have that good, I'm learning new stuff vibe. Anyone else hate learning new stuff? Curiosity always gets the best of me. And so what happened also is that some days being life in general, you don't always get good sleep. And me at night, if I wake up and I'm not getting good sleep, I start thinking about things I can do. And I had heard the weather was going to be nice, and Easter weekend's coming, but I'm not really, we're too busy to have the people over here. So I thought, I'm just going to have my whole family here. I decided that yesterday morning or something, Friday. And then I'm like, that's going to be so much fun. So the kids are happy. And then I start counting my family, and we're 19 for supper. So that's a lot of grandkids. So half adult, half grandkids, with one grandchild that's going to eat a little bit less. And then I'm like, so I just decided to have 20 people over on a whim because I didn't sleep well one night. Like, what's wrong with me? But then I'm also excited because I do love having my family over. The grandkids will all be able to play. It's beautiful outside. They'll be able to run around in the forest behind my place. And, it's just such a happy time, especially that it's so beautiful. So that's what I want to talk about is impromptu hosting. Hashtag impromptu hosting. That happens when you do what I do and you just suddenly, because on a whim, it's a beautiful day and you can, fire up the barbecue, you'll have people over. I'm having people over, people. So I'm going to use my charcoal barbecue, right? The real like charcoal, I love my charcoal barbecue. It's the only barbecue I have, so it's the only one I use. I haven't fully mastered using it. I think I still use it when the grill is too hot or the coals haven't properly um, become evenly hot. So I'm not sure. I'm still learning, and I love that I'm still learning. Once you know everything, what's the point? So I'm going to be making chicken burgers. I'm going to be making beef burgers. I have an Italian pasta salad in my fridge. So when I say Italian pasta salad, my reasoning is this. because I put in roasted peppers, I put in sun-dried tomatoes, and then I slice very thinly the best Italian uh, meats, right? Salami and prosciutto and capicolo. And so I just slice all that yummy, tasty meats very thinly and add that to the salad. I would no olives because quite a few of my people don't like olives, but I'll have a side dish of olives for those who want to drop some in. And lots and lots and lots of veggies. There's more. Usually, I like to serve this salad, by the way, with lettuce. Either you need a salad that's going to hold up to it. So, a really good Boston lettuce or romaine lettuce. And then you put all that in there. And there's so much going on. If you added chicken to that salad, it's a meal. It's absolutely delicious. And what's the dressing? Well, the dressing is a good olive oil, lemon juice, a vinegar of your choice, either a good wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, or just lemon juice, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, oregano, fresh, because I have the fresh herbs behind me. So I put in fresh parsley and fresh basil in there, and Dijon mustard with a bit of sugar or honey. You just stir it, until the salt, plenty of salt and pepper. And then that's the dressing for this amazing salad. Did I measure out the dressing? No. Did I taste it before putting in my pasta salad? Yes. Now, of course, if you were doing this not on a pasta salad, but on a lettuce of any kind, you would dress it at the last minute so that it doesn't become soggy, right? Remember that. No one likes a soggy salad. So, which is why today I'm serving it with pasta, because I do like it better with lettuce, but I couldn't have prepared it that much ahead of time. And I think the kids will enjoy the pasta salad more than a lettucey salad. So and this was just like came together really fast. The weather is beautiful. I didn't overthink it. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I bought all the meat that I needed, and my chicken. I already cut in pieces. I hammered down to even down and now it's been marinating in a sort of Italian Greekish marinade since yesterday. So that's ready, right? I'm going to be making the hamburger patties ahead of time. And then the bread is there. I have all my condiments already cut up and ready to just put, ready to use and serve. So this was impromptu. So I did get some throwaway dishes, which I feel sort of bad about, but my dishwasher is not big enough for 20 people. I can assure you. So, we'll have a fire going outside. The kids will love it and we'll burn whatever, because you can't always have dishes, and you gotta sometimes be able to enjoy the evening without, spending 2 hours cleaning. There'll be 2 hours of cleaning, take my word for it, because that's a lot of people. But, so I gave myself a little bit of break there. You see, I said, so I'm balancing out. And you think, so what's she making for dessert? There's 20 people, Well, I've discovered a thing a while ago. I bought these cookies from Costco, and they're the caramel something cookie. They're pretty big, and they're very, very sweet. And it's usually, if I have one, I have it with milk. That's how sweet it is. I'm not a big sweet person if it's too sweet. So anyways, and I was afraid I was going to eat them all the first time I bought them. And so I tried to make, because they're soft and they're it's like they keep their shape. I decided to make ice cream sandwich out of my last batch. That was phenomenal. So what did I do? I actually did that. I made ice cream sandwiches for dessert for tonight. And then I have a beautiful, it's not quite finished yet, but lemon, it's like a brownie, but it's lemon. And I haven't done the glaze on top yet. So we'll have a lemon brownie, and we'll have the ice cream sandwiches. Of course, the ice cream sandwiches are this big, so I imagine we'll cut them in half for the kids. But I still made about 17 ice cream sandwiches. The adults will eat a whole one, I'm pretty sure. knowing them. So, that I prepared yesterday. I made the cake this morning because I'm pretty relaxed by now. Since pretty much everything is getting ready. I have a few little decorations I want to do, and the snacks are prepared. And of course, the kids are bringing stuff. So with what the kids bring, the other salads, and one of them is doing the drinks, I ask for help. I don't worry about it. I ask for help. I need help. And I think it's more important that they come, they help me, and then that we never see each other. And people usually are really happy to bring a dish or bring something or help with something. When I think someone's too busy or pregnant, I usually give them something super simple, like just pick up some soda or just, bring a salad kit. Don't make the whole thing yourself. Like, you know, it's important that else you'd never have people over if we were too stressed and too detail oriented. And I love being detail oriented. When I set my tables, I like things to match. And it's like if I different plates, I make sure that the different plates line up in this way. So you have like one with a pattern, one without a pattern, and then the third pattern. And so I am matchy matchy, and I do like to get prepped. But I want to make sure that when my family gets over, I'm not so stressed that it's rolling off my shoulders, and they're then like, Mom, like, are you okay? No, I want them to be here and feel like home, and they can sit up, put up their feet, let the kids go play outside, and enjoy a good glass of iced tea. And do I have iced tea? Yes. Just like in my iced tea recipe, I made a concentrate. So all I have to do later is pour them into jugs, and believe me, there will not be a drop of that iced tea left. Assured. So, typing a little thing here. And yeah, so that's the thing. So even if I didn't have as much time today, what I do is I just check how much time do you have, right? And where can you give yourself a break? Whenever you're hosting, think where can you give yourself a break? Am I like putting out all the stops and having this super duper fancy dessert? Well, usually my kids eat so much, they're not, they want dessert, but they'll just be happy with whatever. Or do I want to make sure that the barbecue's ready, that the appetizers are out, and that everyone can just enjoy themselves? And I think that's where I go. I just want everyone to enjoy themselves. So that's my sort of plan. So burgers, chicken burgers, meat burgers, a super Italian salad. Someone else is bringing a Caesar salad. Someone else is bringing appetizers, actually two different kinds of appetizers. Someone's taking care of the juice for the kids, and someone else is bringing chairs because we need chairs because that is a lot of people to sit. I won't worry too much about that, but because the kids can just pretty much sit outside or at the counter, so I'm not worrying too much about that. And I do have a smaller table I can use for the kids. So there you go. So this is impromptu stay happy hosting. Okay, so think about it. So it's impromptu hosting, but you have to stay happy. Else it's not worth it. It's not worth having people over if you want to throw yourself off the first bridge that comes up. Okay, hosting is about being happy, because usually you host because you like it. I know that sometimes we host and we don't like it. You're sort of forced to do it. There's an occasion and you're the only one with the big house, and you're the only one that cooks so well, and you're the only one that knows all the portions, and this thing is put on you sometimes. But always try to turn it to your advantage. Make sure you do things that you like, even if you're hosting at a time when it's not ideal. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. And I'm really excited about it because it's a beautiful day. And beautiful days make for, beautiful memories, which is my plan. Beautiful memories. So I've been pretty quiet. I know the recipes aren't coming out as much. I did go find some really amazing stuff at the thrift shops. I found another little child's tea set or miniature tea set. It's the Dancing Couple, it's called. Whoop. And I have 4 cups and 4 saucers. This is mid 1900s. I forget, So nothing's broken. It's all beautiful. So that's going to go on my thrift shop this coming week, with 4 really, really pretty. Really pretty. I really like him. And little girls love this stuff. So, made in China. It's actually written in Chinese. So I don't know what that says, but apparently it's mid 1900. It would have come with the teapot and everything. Unfortunately, it's all that I have, but I still think it's too pretty to not get. The other interesting thing I have, what we don't do, but I think it's going to come back, just like the punch bowls. You know how we stopped making punch, and punch bowls are so big to have and to keep and to store, but punches are coming back like everything else. And I think I hope that bun pans come back. This is a beautiful Queen Anne glass bake bun pan. This is my second one. This one is a beautiful light yellow, and the other one I have is a beautiful very light green. So now I have two of them. And you think, what, they even have little feet. This is a beautiful piece. Like, we're lucky to have this. They're not that easy to find. And um, it's, I think you can cook in these and you can not cook in these, right? You can mold anything you want. If you thought about, you think, okay, what's more boring than potato salad? Actually, some of them are good. So what you do is that you take a potato salad and you stuff it in here. You put the potato salad and then you center, when you turn it like that and you put a bowl in the center, maybe with pickles or dill pickles or a dip inside. There's many things that you can do. And so I wish that we were using these more because I find them to be exquisite. Of course, you can do jellos, you can do puddings, you can cook here. You could actually cook your meatloaf in here. And then in the center, you put the roasted carrots or potatoes. This is on and on. I just feel that we're misusing, where we need to go back to bundt pans. I love this bundt pan. It has a scratch in it. It's not perfect. I wish it was perfect, but it's not perfect like most of us. But I still think it's perfectly good and absolutely beautiful. So that's going to go up on my little thrift shop. And I found more wooden utensils. Okay, these are not even that important, except that I'm probably going to keep them for myself. They're great for salads, and that's what I'm going to use it for. And this is not new. This is, I don't think it's new at all. I think it's very standard, um, but very useful. They're a good size for salad. Sometimes we have salad tossers and they're too big, and so you end up tossing the salad over the bowl. I like the shape of these, so I think this is a pretty set. Um, Super vintage. So this is P&G stainless steel ladle with a little spout here. Um, it sells on eBay for about $20. This is far from perfect, so I would not sell it $20. But this is US. These get sold $20 US. Okay, wooden handle, still very good condition, not perfect though. But it's gonna last another lifetime. This is mid 1900s, so 1950. It lasted 7 years in this condition. I'm pretty sure we're good for another 50 years. Yeah. So USA, P&G stainless USA. So I did my research. So this is going to sell separately. And then I have another really good stainless steel kit. I like this, right? For pasta, spaghetti, or linguine or fettuccine, and with the ladle. So this is a cool little set. It's new. It's like new. It doesn't have many scratches on it. It's stainless steel, made in India, Arco steel. So it's going to be a cute little set, very useful to have. Get rid of the plastic, please, people. Get rid of your plastic utensils. Go stainless every day, any day. Use wood, use stainless. We do have spatulas that, they're some kind of rubber. So yeah, but don't use your plastic when it comes to heat. If there's heat around, you're doing eggs in a non-stick, you're going to use your plastic spatula. And since your pan and your non-stick is supposed to be under medium as to not, get whatever materials in your food, then okay, so you're using your plastic. But there's other beautiful materials that we can use that are not plastic. Just, you know, whatever they're using in plastic, they keep saying, oh, we're not using BPA. So they're using another PA. And then it's, oh, but we're not using that anymore. Well, they're replacing it with something. What happens is that every time they change a plastic to remove one dangerous proponent or whatever to it, then they change it with something else. And they say, but this one will be safer. But they won't know for 5 years because it'll take 5 years. In the meantime, we'll be ingesting whatever crap they put in there. So just do away with it. Let's go back to wood, be it bamboo, be it normal, be it cherry. It just stainless steel is inert. Wood is alive, and you will not would last a lifetime. So let's do that. Let's use plastic and stainless steel and wood, which this one is both. Absolutely pretty ladle. It's about half a cup, maybe less, maybe a third cup. you know Very, very nice. I can't wait to put it on my website. um yeah, there's other stuff that I saw, but when I pick up, when I'm searching for good stuff to bring to you, I try to find things that are original, that are in pretty good shape. Sometimes they're not, and offer it to you at a very, very good price. I am never, trying to say, oh, it sells this much on eBay, I'll sell it the same price. No, to me is, let's find a price that will work for whoever wants it. And of course, if you're around me, you can always come and pick it up. If not, delivery is offered on the website. Now, what I haven't talked about in a while is, let's not forget that I do sell um, sourdough starter, powdered sourdough starter, and it's amazing. Um, it's absolutely unkillable. Like I'm trying to find it here. Okay. Um, it's foolproof. Once it's alive, it's absolutely foolproof. You'll love it, and very fun to use, very easy to use. It's not where I thought it was. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be there, but it's not there. So I'll put it on my other fix it. But let me. So here we go. I'm going to post this here. Boop. So yeah, my sourdough starter, when you buy it, it comes with 3 different packets, which means that you get for 3 separate times, but it will last forever. When you rehydrate one, you can use it that time, or you can, like, for just one recipe, or you can keep it alive for years and years and years. The powder is fully dehydrated, so you can rehydrate it at any time, and then you'll have a starter that is foolproof. It's happy. It's so hard to kill. It does not need that much coddling. I call it my happy sourdough starter. So, let's not forget that I do have to me, the best sourdough starter in the world. And for the Lucky Finds thrift shop, here is also the link here. There we go. It's really fun to go there. It's really fun to see what I have. You can find this stuff. A lot of stuff have sold, but there's still some amazing stuff that I still have that are very useful and beautiful. It's important that things are not just useful, but useful also. And by the way, the bun pan that I showed you is it's depression glass, which is amazing. Anyhow, so that's going to be it for me today. It's going to be a short one. It's hard not to go outside and get stuff done today. And I'm happy to have been here. And I hope you do impromptu hosting. You're not stressing about it for a week. It's a bit intense for a few days, and your mind is like, rushing, but it's fun. It's excitement. And hosting is so great. Having people around you, feeding people around you love, is the greatest gift of all. So with that, I wish you a most wonderful day, and hope to see you soon.